Yo, what's going on, guys? You're welcome to my 10, and in this video, we're going to be going over the Madden 24 first gameplay look. We're going to dive as deep as we possibly can into what we see, what we want, what we are missing. Let's get into it. Also, if you guys want to watch this yourself, I will leave a link down in the description so you guys could just tune in yourself. I'm sure you guys have already seen this. I have not fully seen this. I seen one play and it was pretty much a touchdown, but so far so good from what I've seen. There hasn't been anything that looks like too drastically harsh from my point of view. This is the only play I seen one play on this, and it's getting a lot of praise for the press. And I'm actually gonna go over this right in a, you know what, let me just back it up real quick and go over it in a so a lot of people are kind of hyping this up to be like this really good play. Now, did he destroy him in this man coverage? I don't know. And the reason why I don't know and I cannot fully say is because this guy that's right here, this guy could have made this play 10 times worse than it actually could have been. So this guy being right in the way, a lot of the situations in Madden 23, at least, if there was a defender that was also in the way of the play, they would get bumped out of, like, the defender that was already manned up on him would get bumped out of the situation, which you got Stephon Diggs, who's not going to be, he's not going to get caught on that right away. And then on the right side, I don't know if this is a streak or a comeback, but that's not looking good either. On the right side is looking terrible, because if that's a comeback, there are situations against man coverage where you are able to throw that immediately. Now, I don't know if it's because he burnt his man on that route initially, or if that's just how the play design is. He's playing underneath. Who knows? But if they're playing underneath, then this definitely should happen 9 times out of 10 times, especially with a receiver like Stephon Diggs. And that's one of the main things that I noticed. Was this right side, and not the fact that this guy ended up in a bumping, you know, in a press animation, and still ended up, you know, he still beat his man over the top. But you don't know if this situation is going to happen more oftentimes than not, or if it was just one of those situations where the extra defender there helped bump the guy down a little bit, allowing the receiver to pretty much go over the top for a free touchdown there. Now, one thing that I do want to note before we dive deeper into the thing is this animation here. This animation here is absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that animations like that are back, where you're just catching it in stride. That's something that Madden 23 was missing drastically, where as soon as you would catch it, you would lose all momentum pretty much, allowing defenders to pretty much catch up to you and go absolutely crazy. We don't really care about field goals. This is another thing. I wish they made field goals harder. Am I the only one who feels that way? Field goals should be 10 times harder than they actually are, especially in pressure situations. It's so easy for anybody to just pick up the sticks, click X, wait for the meter to go up and go back down. It does, even if you're on all Madden, it makes it easy. On top of adding abilities to it, it makes it 10 times easier, and it just makes the game, I feel like it makes the game lack a lot of skill in all 3 phases. You're not going to get a perfect kick on kickoffs every single time. You're not going to get a perfect field goal opportunity every single time. It should definitely be one of those situations that that kind of changes. Now, the Chiefs, I believe, is Dez, and the Bills is Clef. So one thing that you're gonna notice right off rip is the O-line. It looks like they look really good. They look like they're it's like a very intense game of patty cake. And I don't know how else to put that, but the O-line looks like it blocks very well compared to last year. At least in these few plays that I've seen, the O-line looks like they're holding up really well. And if you look at the O-line, they're not getting any type of pressure. Like, they're not getting instant pressure like they normally would. Now, let's wait to see what happens if we have, you know, our edge threat and things like that. But as of right now, if you're a heavy passer, you're going to be able to have a decent amount of time in the pocket, pretty much throwing these routes. And nice little flat pattern by Dez there. Let's skip forward. Yeah, I'm not noticing too much here. Good knockout. I don't like that though. If I'm actually gonna slow this down so you guys can see what I mean by I don't like that. The guy goes up, he goes up for the catch. It gets knocked out and then it warps back into his hand. Physics based kind of situations, that's not something that we want to see because it'll lead to a lot of those weird animations that just make the game look very clunky and bad, and we don't want that. That's not something that we want. That's a very bad negative thing. That leads to those pick artist animations that just don't feel unique, and they just look very it just looks terrible for the game. Another situation. High throws look like they're not as good, obviously, as they should. There should 100% be a tuning to those. Squares open. Oh, no knockout. No knockout by the defense there. That looked like one of those that should have been knocked out. But hey, sometimes they're going to catch them, sometimes they're not. And the blocking just looks so much better. The blocking looks 10 times better in this game. Let's see if Mahomes can go down. Oh, and get stuffed. Now, this is another thing. I don't know if this QB draw isn't fast simply because it's Mahomes and he's not a scrambling quarterback. You see how it takes a little bit of time to like kind of engage in that run there? Who knows? Oh was open. Oh, good breakup. O was open and Dez makes a bad read. GG's. Hey, I like how they I like how they pause it to like showcase like, hey, this is the knockout radius right here. And he doesn't even have a knockout, so that's actually pretty good. So Clef has his X factor active. Let's see if he makes a big play here. Now, well, they're going to show the replay on that anyways, I think. Actually, no, they're not going to show the replay. So this is a perfect example of what I mentioned in the best offense in Madden. You see how quickly he was able to just, and then, mind you, this is his weak side too. How quickly he's able to roll out of the pocket there. That is going to be massive. That's going to be huge for all these players that are going to roll out and try to throw their corner routes here. That's massive, and it's going to be probably one of the more frustrating things to deal with in the game are these rollout corners, these rollout coverage beaters and stuff like that. And Clef just showcased exactly what I was referring to right there. And I'm pretty sure like if that's going to be the case, a lot of people are going to end up trying to they're gonna try to make sure that they have that you know, that Josh Allen look he's rolling out again. He knows he roll out corner. The roll out corner is completely back. Exactly what I was talking about. High ball drop. Okay, that's good. You had a defender in the area, so definitely something that we need to see. We don't want high balls to be OP again. That's just, it makes for bad Madden in my opinion. Flats are flat. The quick flat was open. He tries to force it in there. Good drop. I like to see that, but I would like them to be a little more aggressive on the ball there. Bad pass. Oh my god. Flood did not work there. Dez ain't looking too hot. God damn. Okay. So instead of the route staying the same, the route has to flip on this. I actually don't mind that. This is one of the best plays in Madden, and as you can see, it's not that good of a play in this one. I like the fact that like once you flip the play, the guys have to flip the play with them, so you have the tight end running that route every single time, which is good. Same thing. Roll out corner? No. Triangle? He's open. Wow. Okay. So on the run, out of reach, poor accuracy. Very, very valid reason for that throw not to be made. Now we also have to always look at the way that Mutt works. A lot of the times, Mutt situations, they're not gonna be able to sit there and not get those throws off perfectly. Ooh, the wheel route is dead. The wheel route is dead. Wow. The wheel route was absolutely just that was the that looked like more of a streak out of the backfield instead of a wheel. Either way, that route looked terrible. Again, take a look at the runs. Take a look at the run blocking on this run play. Like everybody is being picked up. And that's something that we have been missing. And I know it's crazy that we've been missing this forever, where the run blocking, where the blocking in general has been terrible in Madden, but there's not much we could do about that. But it looks great so far. But again, you got abilities that end up going into Mutt that end up changing the game completely, which is one of the more frustrating things to deal with. Look at the blocking. The blocking just looks so good. Good knockout. Look at this knockout here. So the click on aggressive catches look like they're not going to be as good in this year's game, which is, I don't know how to feel about that, especially if KOs are just as good as they are in Madden 23. If that's the case, then the aggressive catching, the click on aggressive catch is gonna need to be back. But if unfortunately, if the KOs are back, then defense is going to be a little bit better this year than it was in Madden 23. Also, Dollar doesn't look like it's the same kind of pressure as last year. And the run game, look at how much cleaner the run game looks. And this is Clef the God, Clef the passer, Clef the always staying in bunch, running the ball consistently because it's that much better. And that was against Dollar, by the way, which means that Dollar is not going to be the end all be all. As you can see, you got linemen getting into that second level to pretty much hold their blocks off, and they're just pursuing more and more people, allowing us to. That run game is gonna go crazy this year. So if you guys are good runners, this might be the year for you. Des trying to get sticky there. You ain't Pony Montana, baby. High ball, beautiful pass. Skip through. Dez is trying to do a lot here. C route didn't work, but the slant is open. Beautiful pass. See, I like that. Now, mind you, again, the D line is just not getting any sheds on both sides either. So I don't know how good the O line for the Chiefs or the Bills is, like, rated wise, but no one is getting any kind of sheds. Like, no one. And I know the Chiefs have Chris Jones on the team, so I don't know if and they're not getting any separation unless it's like one of those like breakaway looks. It looks like they're getting uncomfortable to be too close to each other, and then they kind of break off. But there aren't many situations where they're getting wide open looks either. So man coverage looks like it's going to be very, very good. You add a few knockouts, it's going to be the same situation. Let's run that play back again. Seam streak. Another knockout. Defense is looking a little tight. I'm not going to lie. But that's a good thing. We want a defensive football. We want a defensive Madden. Another knockout. Oh my God, the defense is looking great. Triangle was open for a better route, and okay. See, one thing that I keep noticing though too is that there are a lot of the same animations that keep popping up. Kind of like the tackle animation that just popped up. That's one thing that I've stressed in every single Madden is just keep adding animations. Even throughout the year, it'll keep the game so much more fresh. A reverse. Okay. 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 Yo, I'd say that's sticky, but that's just not it. That's just not the stickiest play I've ever seen in my life. Nice little trick play, I'm not gonna lie. But as you can see, he kind of gets all clumped up there. Should have been a tackle. And then no one responds like accordingly. They just allow him to score a touchdown. That's getting bailed out there. That's one of those plays that we call fluke. But either way, you see the blocking. The blocking is just way better. And one thing that I want to note on kick returns, these guys actually move pretty fast. They have pretty decent speed. Like their acceleration gets caught up at a decent pace. It's no longer so slow like it was in previous years. And Clef looking to drain some clock right here. I don't know why. A toss play, yeah. EA told him to do that. But look at how easy a toss play was made. Everybody's getting to the second level fairly easily, and then they're pushing forward, just like that. Let me actually rewind that. Let me rewind that. So in previous years, the lineman would get absolutely lost when it came to this. So I want you to look at this guy here specifically. So he would typically go back to try to block the same person because that's how EA is, or EA was, excuse me. But I want you to take a look at him. I'm actually going to slow this down so you look at that guy specifically. And instead of chasing that guy again, he tries to get to the second level to go block one of the other players. It's like he takes a second to think, like, wait a minute, I don't want to be an idiot like the previous Maddens. I'm going to try to get up the field and block somebody that could potentially be in your way of scoring a touchdown. And that's exactly what they did. Now, granted, Harris is a little too fast for him, so he's going to outrun him every single time. But the fact that instead of being an idiot like previous Madden and going backwards or like kind of getting shaken up on where to block, he actually went ahead. Same exact situation there. They're going ahead and they're moving up, they're moving forward, and they're trying to get to that second level to block. Blocking looks like it might have the biggest improvement this year that maybe I've ever seen. And again, come launch, it might change. Who knows? But not many things change during launch time. And it looks like they're kind of getting used to the same play here. I can't tell if that's the case, but look at how much more responsive that linebacker was instead of just kind of letting them do the same thing. Which means that no stretch left, stretch right, stretch left, stretch right. You're not going to be able to do that, which is honestly, it is a good thing that people aren't going to be able to spam the same kind of plays over and over and over again, because that's just not, it's more annoying than anything. You got to have different plays in your scheme instead of the same run plays specifically. Okay. Letting them play Madden. Oh, beautiful. Wow. So route balances are back. Okay, let's go back and rewatch that. Oh, I don't even know if he clicked off of him. I don't know I don't even know if he sent him. But the fact that he was able to roll out that far out, I told you, man, these rollout corners are going to go crazy this year. Clef is looking pretty decent though, I'm not going to lie. I know that this is just one of those showcase games where it's not really that big of a deal, but I don't know why they showed the replay on that. That's not that great of a play. I'm not gonna lie to you. There, we finally get a little bit of pressure from the D line. That's something that I have not seen. And Dez is Clef. Oh, yo, Dez is kind of getting boxed. Zone coverage looks good too. He's in a zone, mind you. And he backed all the way up. He backed all the way up. This is 2nd and 10, which means that this is about, if we do our measurements here, this is about right here all the way up to there. That's about 20-25 yards that route would have been thrown, meaning that zone ends up playing that 25-yard route pretty decently, which allows us to kind of, even if we don't have our zone drops pretty much set, that looks like, I don't think Clef just set up his zone drop on 2nd and 10 to be all the way up to a 25-yard curl flat or cloud flat, which means that that player made that play on his own, because maybe Dez has been running that play a little more often times than not, which is kind of a good thing. As you can see, he kind of stays underneath, allows him to sit there and pick off any route that comes his way, and the zone works. Good play. Good break on the ball too. I think that's probably why they're slowing down and showcasing this. Soon as he goes to throw, soon as that ball is out, he's chasing that. So zone looks like it looks like it's going to be pretty decent. That's a beautiful showcasing there. And a rollout corner once again. I'm telling you, rollout corners and the run game are going to be two huge components to being good at this game. And Clef is looking good when they just let him play. Clef is looking really, really good. Oh, I take that back. 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 Horrible play by Des. Don't replay this. That's just a bad read. That's just a terrible read. And they're replaying it like, look at the zones go crazy here. Clef. What a dot. He had his man beat again. He had his man beat again, and Clef seen it immediately. He beat him off the press again. Stop pressing Stephon Diggs, and that might not happen. I don't like how he didn't get a SWAT animation or anything, but I guess it's just, that's that Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs connection. Can't do anything about that. That's literally the same things as always. It looks like Des keeps trying to go for. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That is Travis Kelce. He's in the 99 club. Why is he not able to hold on to that pass? That's terrible, EA. That's not good. That right there is not good. I get that he highballed it, but at the same time, so you know what? Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that. Okay, because we got multiple things in this situation that happened. We have an accurate high ball at 30 yards down the field. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't need the high ball passes for them to be accurate down the field this far. 2, that is Travis Kelce in your 99 club dropping a pass where his defenders just aren't there. He should be catching that pass. That shouldn't happen. And then we have something that should always happen. Our DB tip picks. I'm sorry, we shouldn't need abilities to catch picks. And granted, Poyer might have an ability. I don't know, but still, he ends up catching that ball, and I'm very happy about that. But still, man, the two initial things that led to that just shouldn't happen. Maybe it's a good thing that it'll kind of make them kind of try that more oftentimes than not. And another time, I hate this. This is not volleyball. I hate when they have an interception chance and they just swat the pass. It's terrible. I'll always be mad at that. And I know sometimes it's more of a, you got to click on yourself and intercept that ball, but it's still frustrating to see. All right, let's see. 4th and 1. Again, the rollout, and Josh Allen's going to take it himself. He fumbles. And he picks it up immediately. I would like to see like more of like a slower animation to see what happened there. But either way, I like to see that the QB fumbled. Oh, rollout corner. Beautiful pass. Oh man. Breaks the tackle, touchdown. Rollout corners are officially back. That's probably like the main thing that I noticed from this initial gameplay. Rollout corners are all the way back. Beautiful, man. It looks like it looks Madden 22 pre-escape artist. And that's not a bad game, honestly. That is not a bad game at all. See, and Dez is playing the pocket too much. He's playing the pocket too much. He's not doing what Clef is doing, where he's just rolling out now every single rip. Dez is trying to make reads when that's just not 35 to 14. You kind of already kind of sense what's going on here. Oh, the RPOs look good too. Nice. Good, better blocking on the RPOs is kind of huge as well. 2-point conversion by Dez here. Let's see if he can get anything going. Motion. Looks like he's in zone. He's in zone. No knockout. Very close pass. I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at that. Does Clef roll out again? No, he doesn't. See? And now all of a sudden, it looks like the pass rush is there. It took all the way to the fourth quarter for a pass rush to actually show up. Oh, nice quick pass. Oh, he could have got sticky there. But they not me. They not me with the run stick. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're getting sheds now. They're actually getting sheds now. That's awesome. Now they're not. See, a little too much time in the pocket, which is beautiful. You love to see it. See, it took them all the way to the fourth quarter to finally get sheds. There's got to be some kind of like pass rush glitch that's gonna end up popping up in Madden. Uh-oh, the screamer, the defense. Yeah, now they're sending. Now there's now the pat. Look. Now he's getting pressure immediately. EA doesn't know what they want to do when it comes to pressure. Whether they want the pass rush to go crazy or to just be terrible. It's the same. Like, come on. I guess good job, but that is your Madden 24 gameplay first look. Those are my thoughts. My biggest thought is literally rollout corners are completely back. That's just something that looks amazing this year, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for rollout corners to be back. Madden 22 wasn't that bad of a game. It just was the escape artist. So it looks like it's pre-escape artist Madden 22 so far with better blocking. And that I'm not going to lie, that sounds like a good football game that we're going to be okay playing. To be completely honest. Now, we can be one of those people that could be negative about the entire game, but I've seen more positives in this gameplay than negative. So I'm going to take that for what it is. So hopefully you guys do too. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. Like the video, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.